Okay, boys and girls, this is the second video that I am doing in our FSA prep series. We are working today on page 2 and numbers 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to start with this one. Reggie has 12 times as many model cars as Jackson. Jackson has 5 model cars. Select all the equations that show how many cars Reggie has. If you remember, we did something where we drew a model. So we know that Jackson has 5 model cars. Reggie has 12 times as many. I'm drawing 12 boxes. So far I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And because there is 5 in this box, there's going to be 5 in each of these boxes. This shows that if we have 5 in each box, and there are 12 boxes, that in order to find out Reggie's amount, I can multiply 5 times 12 and get my answer. So that means that this works. Now I want everybody right now to take your pencil and circle the word all. Because this question is called a multi-select question. So that means that there is more than one correct answer. The trick about these types of questions is that if you get one little part wrong, they mark the whole thing wrong. You don't get half credit. You don't get 1 point for one correct selection. You don't get any points if all your selections are not correct. So because I have chosen the first one, now what I'm going to do is go down and look at each other option to make sure that I have it correct. So 5 times 12, I have this. 5 plus 12. Well, that's not going to work. I'm going to cross this out. I'm not going to touch this box, though. 12 plus 5, that's also not going to work. When you have a number and parentheses, this means the same as 12 times 5. So this is your other choice. On this one, if I follow the order of operations, this would have me multiplying 12 times 17. This is not going to work. So those and only those 2 selections are the right answer. Okay, I'm going to move to number 4. Johnny has 17 marbles. Mitchell has 3 times as many marbles as Johnny. How many marbles does Mitchell have? Same concept. We have Johnny, we have Mitchell. We know that Johnny has 17 marbles. Mitchell has 3 times as many. 17, 17, 17. This means I need to multiply 17 times 3. Now this one is where you have to type your answer. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use whatever strategy works best for me. What I've noticed is that most of you prefer to do this and do the area model, 10 and 7. So this means I multiply 3 times 10 and I multiply 3 times 7 and then I add my answers. So 3 times 10 is 30 and 3 times 7 is 21. When I add 30 and 21, I get 51. So the answer is 51. So you would, on this keyboard, you would hit the number 5 and the number 1. These questions are called equation editors. All right, I'm going to go down to number 5. Joanna has $54. She is shopping for umbrellas that cost $12 each. She writes the following equation to model the situation. 54 divided by 12 equals 4, and that R means remainder, 6. Now, we are actually learning this strategy this week in our math instruction. So that means that you guys haven't all learned this yet. So, I'm going to show you what this means. When you have a remainder, that means that's what's left over. Okay? So in this particular situation, these umbrellas cost $12 each. She can buy 4 of them, and then she's going to have $6 left over. Not 6 umbrellas, $6. Because the original amount we divided was 54, and that represented her money. So, it means she will have $6 left over after she buys 4 umbrellas. Now, do you see this says open response? Okay, here's what happens with a lot of kids. A lot of kids will just type in a number or a word and a number and a couple of words, and it's sometimes hard to understand what you mean. The people grading your test are not me. I don't get to touch the FSA after you take it. So we need to write this. Your open response answers need to be written in a way that someone who does not know you can understand. So you have to be specific. You need to use complete sentences. You need to make it make sense. These are ones that you can have right. You can have them right, and then you can type your answer. It not make sense how you typed the answer, and then you end up getting it wrong. Okay? So this is where we are ending today. This is our FSA Math Review. Today is March 28th, 2018.
Bye.